Hello friends, welcome. I'll join the app also. Friends, if you want to join through my app, you can join it. The app is Costing by Devangi in the Play Store, App Store. Hello. Hello, Gaurav. So, I think your friends have not yet joined. People from South requested for this live. So, friends, if you are there on YouTube Live, please text me hi so that I can know you are there. I am good, Gaurav. People in the app, please send me chat message. Hi, Rennie. Okay, so please confirm once. Audio, video, both are clear to you. And once you confirm, we can start with the session. Yes, please. The class will just start now, Pallavi. Hi, Nivedita. Hi, Karina. So, friends, before we start the session, you must download our app, Costing by Devangi, so that you get notifications what we do in our app. And also, you must subscribe to our YouTube channel, Costing by Devangi, to get updated with the new planning videos and the strategy, exam strategy videos that I upload regularly. Okay, so let's begin the class. Friends, firstly, let me tell you, I am Professor CA Devangi Shah and I'm teaching the subject costing for into CA and CA final since last 10 years. I have been associated with renowned coaching classes and also ICAI. Okay? And today we are here to, solve the problem that you are facing now. After results being declared, students are so much depressed and they are kind of lost that how should I go further? So, firstly, calm yourself, okay? Be patient. You have enough days for your May exams, okay? You can study, you can plan again, and you can do it. So, this trust you have to have on your own self, okay? And with this trust and a good hope, what you have to do is plan your studies, okay? Do subject wise planning, and after doing subject wise planning, make a plan for revision. Yesterday only I have uploaded one planning video that if you're appearing for one group, how you should plan. If you're appearing for two groups, how you should plan. You must look at the video. I will give you the link at the end of the session, or if you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, you will get the link of it. Okay, you must look at the video in order to know how to plan. And without planning, friends, no, it is not possible to pass, right? The one who plans, right, is able to manage the studies without being, afraid. How will I complete? When will I get completed? So planning is indispensable. Very, very important. Okay. And to begin with the subject, costing. Friends, costing subject is very logical subject. You must get involved with the subject in order to understand the subject. Okay. It is not that you have to learn few things and solve it, learn few formulas and solve it. No, it's not going to work like that. It is not the journal entries also. So what you have to do is get involved, right? There is a question. Take that as a problem, right? We call it question number 1. We also call it problem number 1, right? So that problem is a problem of your client. You are a chartered accountant and that problem is a problem of the client. And now you have to solve it. Of course, you will solve it because you want to serve your client, right? You are a chartered accountant, you have to serve the client. And to solve it, you need to get involved. And the moment you get involved in a problem, then only, friends, you are able to take out the solution for it. Okay? So the point is, get involved, start thinking. Only if you open your minds and think, you will understand the subject. So logics should be clear, concepts should be clear, then only it is possible to pass and get good marks in this subject. This attempt, so many students scored 80s and 90s, right? So it is not they have solved 5,000 problems, believe me. They solved as many problems as you solved. But the point is, they got involved and they started understanding, right? When you get involved, answer it by yourself. Okay? You will get the correct answers. Don't worry. From exam viewpoint to start with, you must know the paper pattern in case you don't know. Paper pattern, you know that costing paper comes for 100 marks. Right, friends? Question number 1 is a compulsory question which has got 4 questions of 5 marks each. So 20 marks is compulsory over here. Generally, in this question, they ask the chapters that are so important, like marginal costing, standard costing, right? And the chapters where small sums are possible, like material costing, contract costing, right? So any chapter can come, but the chapter that are most important, they cover in compulsory. Okay? This is a compulsory question. You cannot leave it for option. Then question 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There'll be 5 more questions, out of which you will have to attempt any 4. Each question will be of 20 marks. And this is how further 80 marks paper you're going to answer, and total it sums up to 100 marks. Right, friends? So this is how you're going to attempt 100 marks paper. Question 6 is generally theory. Question 2, 3, 4, 5 is practical. Okay? There will be either 2 or 3 sub-questions. If there are 2 sub-questions, it will be of 10 marks each. If there are 3 sub-questions, it will be 10 marks, 5 marks, 5 marks. Okay? And then within the questions, you will not have internal choices. Okay? So question 2 will have no internal choice. 3, 4, 5 will not have any internal choice. Theory may, sometimes they give you internal choice in question 6. So friends, this is how your paper pattern will be. Now, one very important thing I want to highlight here is about theory question. Students take costing as 100% practical subject. I agree. But if you skip theory wholly, if you don't study theory at all, let me tell you, for you, there is no option in the question paper. Right? For you, question 6 does not exist at all. So for you, question 1 to question 6 becomes compulsory. Question 1 to question 5 becomes compulsory. So friends, the point is, if you study theory, you get an option. If you don't study theory, you do not have any option in the entire 100 marks paper. Okay? So choice is yours. If you need an option, study theory. If you can manage without option, don't study theory. I leave it up to you. If you ask me what I would do, I would study theory. Because I don't know what I would do in the first 5 questions. Right? Suppose if I am not able to manage a question out of any of these, at least I have question 6 that I'm able to answer. Right? So always keep option, always keep this backup. It helps you to improve your score. Okay? So this is about paper pattern, friends. And this is how ICAI is setting the papers. Now talking about the crash course that I have. Friends, the crash course that is conducted by me, this is 100% exam oriented plus knowledge oriented. Friends, while teaching in crash course, I do not assume that you know this much, now let's revise. Never. I teach as if you are a beginner. Okay? I teach as if you don't know anything. And then slowly, gradually, we build up this entire conceptual clarity that is required in the exam. Friends, this is what is crash courses. In our crash course, we are crashing the time of teaching and not the chapters. We are not crashing any concept, friends. Okay? So just the time is limited. Then friends, you must be thinking, what is difference between regular course and crash course? The difference is the number of sums, right? In one concept in crash course, we take up 2 or 3 sums, whereas in regular course, we take up 5 sums, 7 sums, or more than that. Because that is a regular course and you have enough time for your exams. In crash course, we limit our sums so that you are able to understand everything but in less number of sums. The sums selected for crash course, they're not the simple ones. They are full of variety. Right, friends? So, the sums that are there in our book, they are either from ICAI module, from practice manual, from study module, from some exam paper, RTP, MTP. They are from every book. Okay? I have covered not entirely all the book, but part of every book so that I can give you variety of sums in our book. So friends, this is the content that you will get in crash course. And I always believe that lectures are not sufficient to pass your exam. You take my crash course, you listen it for 37 hours and you will not pass. No. What you have to do after crash course is, as I give you 2-3 sums for a concept, I want you to do 2-3 sums more. Okay? And then appear for the test series. Only when you evaluate yourself, you will be able to, face the ICI paper. I always give this example to my students. Never a cricketer started his career by playing international. He first played cricket in his society, then he went for Ranji Trophy, then he went for IPL, and then finally international. Right? So this is how you have to do, friends. Study the lectures, practice by your own, then give the test series that we have. 6-unit test, 2 semesters, and 1 mock test paper. And friends, after this, you will be in position to face your ICAI exams with full confidence. Okay? So, I want you to, take this crash course with a very positivity, with a strong dedication, right? And never quit attitude, right? You have to complete it. You have to give all the tests. You have to submit all the papers and get evaluated by me. I will contact you. I will personally call you to guide you on your weaknesses, and I can help you improve your score. So, friends, this is about the crash courses. Okay. Now, let me take a breather, right? No, Anita, but still you can stay in the session. Any questions, friends, that you want to ask before I begin with the content of the subject? Please ask now. Sonu, I am good. Hi, Pallavi. Hi, Nivedita, once again. Yes, friends, anything that you want to ask me. Garima, duration and price of the course. Uh, the price of the course is 2599 and the duration is 37 hours. You can view it at the time that you are comfortable. View it at your convenience. And Garima, you have not downloaded our app, so please download it. You will get more details about the course. So it seems all your questions. Only one person had question, nobody else. Okay. So now let's begin with the session. So today, in this session of crash course, I want to start with basic cost concepts. Whenever you start any subject, you need to know something about that subject so that you understand the chapters. Okay. You cannot directly start with the calculations without knowing the theory, the problem behind it, that why you are doing the calculation. Always raise a question, why this subject? Right? Why this question? Why this concept? Why this chapter? And then only your mind is set to solve a problem. Okay? So logics will be cleared if you ask the question why. So we begin with the basic cost concepts. Yes, theory and basics things that you need to know before you start with the subject. Now, basic cost concept from exam viewpoint, I will say yes, it is asked in exam. Here in question number 6, theory, and it comes for minimum 5 marks and maximum 10 marks. Okay, basic cost concept, minimum 5 marks, maximum 10 marks. This basic cost concept is a chapter that you need to study twice. Why and when? Twice, one now and once after you complete the whole syllabus. Reason? One now, the reason is so that you know how to start the subject. And by the end of the syllabus, reason being, in this chapter, basic cost concept, institute has put so much theory about all the other chapters, right? And why to study so much theory about all of the chapters now? Let us study that theory in the respective chapters only, right? So you study now to start with the subject, and once at the end of the syllabus, so that you understand the other part of the chapter. So basic cost concept chapter will be taught, but only that things that are required to start the subject. Okay, friends, so let's begin. This is a technical glitch. Please wait. Okay. Karina, I'll do it at the end of the session for you. Okay. So here we go. The very first word that you need to know is cost. Now, what is cost? We go to the market and buy something. Just recollect, what did you purchase today? What I purchased today is a pen. This pen cost me rupees 50. Now, what is this 50, friends? 50 is the cost. The cost of what, friends? This is pen, right? I also went for a foot massage today. And I paid rupees 100 there. So what is this 100 rupees, friends? It is a cost. And it is cost of what? It is cost of this service that I availed, foot massage, right? So I am paying something. In return, I am getting some goods, I am getting some service, right? So friends, what's cost? It is the monetary value. It is the monetary value of goods and services availed. Friends, it is the monetary value of the goods and services that we avail, right, in exchange of money that we pay. Okay? So cost is always expressed in rupees, remember. Now, the second word is costing. Why do we call our subject costing? Why it is generally called costing? Remember, friends, costing means what? The cost of pen is 50. Okay. My question is, how did this 50 come? How? So this 50 rupees is having some material cost. Just observe your pen. There is some plastic. There is the refill. In that there is ink. There is nib. There is the cover of the pen. Right. So the material cost plus the laborer who made the pen would demand wages, and there would be so many other costs. We call it overheads. So let's say it is 10, 10, 20, 40 is the cost of pen. So for the manufacturer, it is 40. And of course, he will earn some profit and he sells at 50. Right? So that is why I get the pen in the market with the price of 50. So friends, this is how the cost of the product is calculated. Right? And friends, this is costing. Agreed, 50 is cost. Agreed, 50 is cost. But how did this 50 come? What the calculation to arrive at the amount of 50? And this calculation, the process, the way I calculated the cost, right? The method that I used to calculate this cost, friends, this is costing. So what is costing? The method, the technique, the process of calculating the cost is called costing. Yes, Sonu Gupta. Yes, this lecture is also useful for November 22, right? But do not buy our crash course for November 22. You can go through the full course because you have enough time to study better. Okay, Sonu? Please download our app. It's not Sonu Gupta, it's Sony Gupta. Yes. Sony Gupta, download our app Costing by Devangi from our Play Store, App Store. Okay? And contact me. I will guide you through what is relevant for you. Yeah. So I want to show costing. Cost is multi-value and the way we arrived at it, that is costing. Now friends, what is cost accounting? Cost accounting means recording the cost in books of accounts. Recording the cost in books of accounts. Like we record, do financial reporting, your accounts and advance accounts, right? Similarly, we'll be having a double entry system for recording cost. And friends, that is cost accounting. Recording cost in books of accounts is called cost accounting. Got it, friends? So as of now, you're clear with the three terms: cost, costing, and cost accounting. Cost, monetary value; costing, the way we calculate the cost; and cost accounting, we write this cost in the books of account. For this, there is a separate chapter called cost accounting system, right? If you have studied it, it's integral, non-integral chapter. If you have not studied it, it's okay. You'll come up with this. Okay. Further, what is cost unit? See, suppose if I buy oil, let's say it's rupees 100 per liter, right? So I am expressing the cost per liter. You hire a car, right? You have the rentals. It is rupees 20 per kilometer. So when you calculate the cost, you calculated the cost rupees 50. So this is 50 per unit of pen. I paid 100 for massage. It was per session. Right? So what is this, friends? These are all cost units which are used to express the cost. I will not get 2 liters, 5 liters of oil in 100 rupees. I will get only 1 liter of oil. So 100 rupees is cost per liter. 20 rupees is the cost per kilometer, right? 50 rupees is the cost of one pen. Right? 100 rupees is the cost of one session of massage. So this is the way I am expressing the cost, okay? And that is called cost unit. So the way of expressing cost is called cost unit. Cost unit can be per liter, per milliliter, per kilogram, per gram, per mile, per ton, per passenger, per passenger kilometer. The units can be anything depending upon the product and the service. Okay, friends. So this is about cost unit. One more thing is cost object. Friends, in 4 definitions that I taught you so far, I have been using these examples. What example? Pen, it cost 50. Massage, it cost rupees 100. Oil, it cost 100. Car, it cost 20 per kilometer, right? So every good, every product has got some cost. What are these? These are the cost. Now in reverse. These are the cost of what? The cost is of goods. The cost is of services. And these goods, these services, they are nothing but cost objects. Okay, friends? So what are cost objects? Goods and services whose cost is calculated. Okay? It's called cost object. Okay, so cost object, goods and services. Now, why are we studying these definitions? What is the use of it? Let me tell you the very important part. Why these definitions? The subject name is costing. So what are we going to do is, we are going to learn methods. We are going to learn techniques. We are going to learn various process of calculating the cost. But what? We are going to learn calculation of cost of various goods and services. And we are going to express this calculated cost using cost unit. So learning costing will cost of cost object, and we will express the cost with its unit, and we are going to record it in the books of accounts, and that is cost accounting. Right, friend? And hence, okay, now, if at all you know the index, the letters that we have, just a sec. I just want to show you one index. Yes, here it is. And this is your portion. Correct? Just have a look at the names of chapter. And you'll understand why these definitions are being taught to you. Is it now? Yes, buddy? Yes, Tony? Please confirm. Look at the that ICAI has kept in our syllabus. What? Friends, it is cost sheet. The first chapter introduction that we are doing, right? Cost sheet chapter helps you to calculate the cost. Overheads chapter helps you to understand how to calculate this overheads cost. Okay, that is chapter number 2 and 3. Now directly go to chapter number 11. 11th chapter tells you how to calculate material cost. 12th chapter helps you to calculate the labor cost, that is employee cost. Okay, so chapter 3, 11, 12, it helps you to calculate material, labor and overheads cost. Right? And once you learn this, friend, all others are the process, the techniques, the methods of calculating cost. Just see the names of chapter. Absorption, costing, job and batch costing, activity-based costing, um, skip the sixth one. Seventh, contract costing, service costing, process costing, joined by product costing, marginal costing, standard costing, and budgets is all about planning. So, friends, every chapter is nothing but a different way of calculation of. Right? It is a different technique, it is a different process, it is a different method of calculation of cost. And friends, this is all you have to do in InterCA. You need to know cost, and then you will be learning how to calculate the cost using so many methods. Now the point is, why do I need so many methods? The reason is, not every product's cost, not every services cost can be calculated in same way. Okay, every calculation of goods will be different. Every service will have a different cost calculation. And friends, this is the reason why we have so many methods. So while studying the entire syllabus, you will be able to map in your brains that if this is the type of product, we will do costing like this. If this is the type of service, we will be doing costing like this. And this is what is the subject about. In CA, friends, you will learn calculation of cost of most of the types of goods and services that exist around us. Okay? And friends, it is really very interesting if you get involved in the cost calculation. Okay? So far, friends, we have done 5 terms: costing, then cost accounting, cost unit, and cost of. Let me move further. There's something called cost center. Now, what is a center? Center over here does not mean middle, midpoint. No. Here it means location. Suppose if I say book center, means a location where you get the book. This is like this only. Location, a place, a department, or a equipment, or a unit. So basically, it is a location, department, unit where cost is incurred. Right, friends? So what is cost center? A location where cost is incurred. An equipment for which cost is incurred. Okay? A department where cost is incurred. That department is called cost center. Suppose there is a machinery for which we are incurring cost. That machinery becomes a cost center. Right? What is cost center? There is equipment where cost is incurred. Okay? Just remember it in short. Do not go in detail now because you are at a very raw stage as of now. So friends, this is what you need to know. Now, going to our textbook. In case you have, great. If you don't have it, just have a look at how our textbook is made. I just love it. It's so colorful. And here are the definitions. Cost. You can read it. It is ICAI's taken up definition. I'm sure you must have noted the ones that I have given. If no, don't worry. I will share this sheet with you. Okay. So just revise. What is cost? We just discussed. When cost 50, you can write this in that blank box that we have. Okay. once you get the book, is 50 so is the cost, right? Then costing, how this 50 has come up, right? Material cost 10, labor cost 10, overheads cost 20. The cost is 50, sorry, plus profit 10, you get the 50 as selling price. So this is the way the cost is calculated, and this is costing, right? What is cost accounting? Recording costs in books of accounts. There are many more definitions which you need not study now. You will study at the end of syllabus. You will understand automatically. Cost object we know, like pen. It cost 50. So pen becomes the goods, right? And that is cost object. Massage, it cost is 100. Now this is the service that I have received, right? So goods and services whose cost we calculated, they are cost object. Oil, it is 100 per liter. This oil is cost object and this per liter is cost unit. Right? Because driver will understand later on. Under responsibility center, I have told you what is cost center. Just remember that only as of now. And you can see these are the exam questions that have been asked. Define the terms costing, cost accounting, cost accountancy. Compare cost accounting, cost management. What is cost center? Define cost unit. Define cost object. Friends, such questions appear in question number 6 for 5 to 10 marks. So friends, don't dare to skip the chapter. Okay? Now, after learning this much, let me tell you something very important in this chapter, that is objectives of studying this subject costing. Why do we study this? Why? Friends, we study costing to ascertain the cost. We want to know what is the cost of this goods. We want to know what is the cost of this service, and hence we study the subject costing. And only after you get to know your accurate cost, your precise cost of the product or service, you can understand how much profit margin you can charge on it. Okay? So, to find out profit, you need to know this subject. Suppose your cost is 10, you can charge, let's say, 20%, 30% profit. So 2 or 3 should be your profit. And you will sell the product for 12 or 13. If your cost is 1000, will you charge 2 or 3 rupees profit? No. Instead, you will charge 200 or 300 rupees. The profit, it depends on your cost. Only if your cost is accurate, only if your cost is precise, you will be able to calculate the selling price properly, the profit properly. So, firstly, we learn subject to calculate the cost, then to find out profit, and third, to determine the selling price. Right, friends? So, these are the first 3 objectives of costing. Just a sec. Lecture for a minute. Sure, it is proper. Tell him to choose everything. I am back. Yes, can you hear me now? Yes, I'm making the screen setting. So just wait. Wait, Pallavi. Wait. So, friends, I understand there is technical glitch, but let me complete this point and end the streaming, right? So, we are studying the objectives of costing, and these are the first three objectives. Okay, we learn this subject to know what is our cost, what is our profit, and finally determine selling price. Friends, only if you know your cost, you can have control over it. You can try to reduce it. So, costing is used for cost control and cost reduction. Now there is a difference between what is cost control and reduction. Control means what? Friends, I have given you a target that you spend rupees 200. Not more than that. While you go for a picnic, spend rupees 200 only. Now, suppose if you have spent 180. So you're not worried because that is within 200. Suppose there is an expense of 220. So you'll be worried that no, this is not our target, and you will try to reduce this cost up to 200. So when you want to assure that, when you want to ensure that your cost is within the target, friends, that is called cost control. What is cost reduction? Cost reduction means reducing the target cost only. If I say the target is 200, I reduce it and that I make it to, let's say, 180. You're not going to spend beyond 180 now in the next pick. So this is just a temporary adjustment that you make because you want to, have your cost within the limits. And when you reduce your limits, that is cost reduction. Okay. So this is difference between cost control and cost reduction. And only if you know costing, you can do this cost control and reduction. And last but not the least, we do costing to assist the management in decision making. Right? Now, suppose if I tell you that one pen, it costs rupees 50 in shop A. The same pen, same quality, same company, same brand, same utility, everything same. It costs rupees 48 in shop B. What will you do? You will obviously purchase it from shop B. So here you've made a decision of purchasing it from shop B because cost is less over there, right? Suppose if you travel by Uber, you spend rupees 60. If you travel by bus, spend rupees 10. So you decided to travel by bus because the cost is less. You are kind of taking a decision of traveling by bus because cost is less. So friends, based on cost, you take decision. And this is possible only when you know the cost. So friends, in this subject, we are going to learn how to calculate the cost. And only if our costs are accurate, we can help the management in taking proper business decisions. Right? Business decisions are not like purchasing pen or how to travel. Business decisions are big decisions like which product to make, how to sell, from whom to purchase. These are big decisions in business which can be taken only if you know the cost properly. Right, friends? Cost control and cost reduction. Control means you want to ensure that your cost is within the target. Okay? Your mama gave the target, spend 200, not more than that. So you ensure cost is within that much. That is control. Okay? Now your mama is reducing the targets. Not 200. Next time, budget allowance is only 180. That is reduction. Okay? So I hope I've made myself clear with a few definitions and objectives of costing. And I think this is enough for today's session. Okay? You can have more such sessions through our app, okay, which will be uploaded from 5th of March onwards. Okay, late evening will be start uploading the crash course sessions in only English language. Hindi plus English are fully uploaded. If you can understand Hindi English, you can buy the course and start preparing. If you belong to only English category, you need to wait for a few more days. We'll upload all the courses. Friends, together with crash course, we also give test series. I have mentioned it earlier. Let me repeat it again. Friends, we give 9 papers, out of which there are 6 unit tests, 2 semesters, and 1 mock test paper, just like ICAI. Okay, friends. So, overall, lectures plus the book plus test series together will help you boost your confidence and improve your performance and get the better marks in the next. Okay. So, please let me know about today's session in the comment section. And if you want to enroll, please message me through the app. Friends, if you have not downloaded the app, I tell you once again, download our app, Costing by Devangi, from Play Store or your App Store. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do it right away, Costing by Devangi. Many such planning videos and tips will come throughout this month, which will be so useful in preparation. And one more thing, friends. If you need anything else, see, from my side, I know that students need a plan. Students need this free session. Students want this.